The first time the house called my name, I thought it was my sister playing a joke. She'd often wake me up in the dead of night, whispering the same phrase in my ear, over and over, "Eleanor, come home," until I'd stumble out of bed and into the dark hallway, thinking it was an actual emergency. But this time, I knew it wasn't her. The voice was deeper, the tone more urgent. It was a voice I'd never heard before. "Let me in," it whispered, the words echoing through my mind like a command. I tried to sit up, but my body felt heavy, stuck to the bed. The room around me was a blur, except for one thing, a single window, open to the night, the wind rustling the curtain like a sigh. The voice called my name again, louder this time, and I felt a presence drawing closer, as if the very air around me was thickening into a shape. I tried to scream, but my voice was trapped in my throat. The nightmare had already begun, and I was powerless to stop it. It started with the same house every time, a white, two-story colonial on the outskirts of town, with a porch that creaked in the wind and windows that seemed to stare back at me like empty eyes. I dreamed of that house since I was a kid, but never in the same way as this. In my dream, the house was always calling to me, its voice echoing through my mind like a beacon, drawing me closer and closer. I was always the only one in the dream, walking up the porch steps, my heart racing with a mix of excitement and fear. I'd push open the creaky door, and a warm light would spill out, illuminating the street like a spotlight. But tonight was different. Tonight, I wasn't alone. The other figures in the dream were always there, but I couldn't see their faces. They moved in a blur, their shadows flickering across the walls like dark wings. They'd whisper my name, their voices overlapping and merging into a single, haunting phrase, "Eleanor, come home." The voice in the house would answer them, its tone growing louder and more insistent, drawing me deeper into the dream. I tried to run, but my legs were heavy, as if they were stuck to the floor. The house was pulling me in, drawing me deeper into its dark and twisted heart. I felt a cold breeze whisper across my skin, and I knew I was getting closer to something that I didn't want to see. The voice in the house grew louder, more urgent, until I was standing at the threshold, staring into its empty eyes. And then, suddenly, everything went black. When I woke up, the room around me was quiet and still. My sister was curled up beside me, fast asleep. The only sound was the wind rustling the curtain outside, a gentle reminder that the nightmare was real, and it was waiting for me. It wasn't just me, either. I soon realized that everyone in town had the same dream. My friends, my family, even the strangers on the street, we all shared the same recurring nightmare. We'd talk about it in hushed whispers, trying to make sense of it, trying to understand why we were all connected to the same house, the same voice. But the more we talked, the more we realized that we were missing something. We'd see glimpses of each other in the dream, our faces blurred and indistinct, but our eyes locked onto each other with a kind of desperate understanding. We'd look for each other in the town, searching for a clue, a hint, a reason why we all shared the same nightmare. And then, one night, we found the answer. It started with a small thing, a phrase scrawled on the wall of the local diner, a message in the dirt of the town square. It was just a few words, but they sent a chill down our spines. "The house is calling." We looked at each other, and for the first time, we realized what we were being told. We were being called to the house, to that recurring nightmare that we all shared. We were being drawn to it, like moths to a flame. And when we finally went, when we finally answered the call, the town changed forever. The residents of the town would go there, one by one, until only one of us was left. And when they came back, they'd stare at us with empty eyes, their faces blank and expressionless. They'd speak in a voice that wasn't quite their own, like they were echoing the words of the house. We all wondered what had happened to them, what had changed inside. But we knew that we were next, that the house was waiting for us, calling our names in the darkness of the night. I know it's happening to me now. The dream is starting to fade, and the house is calling louder than ever. I can feel its presence drawing closer, its voice echoing through my mind. I'm trying to run, but I'm stuck to the bed, unable to move. And when I finally wake up, the room around me will be quiet and still. But I'll know that I'm not alone. The house will be calling my name, whispering its urgent phrase in my ear. And I'll know that I'm next, that the nightmare is waiting for me. The voice in the house is calling me, and I have to go.